Hello, Navle madam.
Hello.
You are a co-host now.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, Bormane sir. Hello. Good morning, Bormane sir.
Yes.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
All participants will have our college short video of 4 minutes, and then we will start our session. So I welcome all participants from national as well as international. So this is a short video of our institute. So kindly watch. तो मैंने आपको एक यूट्यूब का लिंक भेजा है मेरे Thank you all for watching this video patiently. So I request all the participants to kindly off their video as well as unmute as well as mute themselves so that no disturbance will be there during this webinar. So I am hoping cooperation from each and every participant. So kindly mute your video as well as your mic. So in a short span of time, we will start our webinar. Navle madam, hello.
Yes,
Navle
sir.
madam,
Yes, sir. Should we
are you ready?
start? Yes,
Are you
yes.
ready?
Yes,
Bormani
yes.
sir,
Yeah.
can we start, sir?
Yes, yes.
So Navle madam, please proceed.
Good morning, everyone, and happy Guru Purnima to one and all. I welcome you all for this webinar on enhancing quality culture in technical institutes through online teaching for outcome-based education in association with Institution of Engineers, India, Kolkata. Now I request our respected Principal Sir Dr. D.S. Purmane to guide all the participants.
Thank you, madam. Good morning, everybody. Wish you all a very happy Guru Purnima. On the occasion of this Guru Purnima, I congratulate Dr. Bhalke and his entire team for organizing this particular webinar, which is a need of hour, that is enhancing quality culture in technical education through online teaching for outcome-based education. Because of this pandemic situation, now everybody has to switch to this mode, and it's a really useful activity which will benefit it to the other teachers and all the students. Because of this particular situation, we don't know when we are going to have the actual teaching learning process. So till then we have to find out the way and media to reach to the students, and this is online teaching learning is a really very important. And of course, as far as quality is concerned, everybody is concerned about the quality and everybody is trying to give some qualitative inputs to the students. I will not take much time. Just on behalf of AISSMS College of Engineering, I welcome all of you, and just I will brief all those who are joined this activity first time or for them. Uh, just I will give brief introduction about my organization. This AISSMS Society, All India Sri Shivaji Memorial Society, it's established by His Highness Sri Srimanta Shahu Chhatrapati Shahu Maharaj of Kolhapur in 1917. And this college, AISSMS COE, is started way back in 1992. And we are running on 8 undergraduate programs and 7 PG programs. We have 2 research programs. And of course, because of the hard work of the students and dedication of the faculty members and strong support of the management, college is doing well. We have so many achievements in last couple of years. College is accredited by NAC with A plus grade. At that time, it was the first college in Maharashtra to get A plus for as per the new format. Also, recently our university has appreciated college by awarding the best professional college in urban area. And of course, it happens because of the entire efforts of the entire teamwork. Work matters. So I appeal all of you to take your institutes further at higher and higher heights. And basically I appeal all the teachers, those are attending today. So try to get the as maximum input from this seminar, rather webinar, and try to reach to the students. There are restrictions, there are limitations because of this. Students are scattered at the different locations and different positions. Connectivity is one of the concern, and there are other technical issues maybe, but we have to overcome that and we have to reach to the students by different ways. There are so many medias available, and thanks to the technology, because of which we are reaching to the students. So hope so on this occasion of Guru Purnima will get good inputs, and congratulations Dr. Bhalke and your entire team, and best luck for this today's webinar. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I take an opportunity to introduce speaker Dr. D.G. Bhalke. Dr. D.G. Bhalke is currently working as a professor and head Department of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering, AISSMS College of Engineering, Pune. He received PhD degree in Electronics and Communication Engineering from National Institute of Technology, Warangal in 2016. His current research areas are audio and speech processing, microwave communication, signal processing. He is having 21 years of teaching experience. He is a member of International Association of Engineers, member of Indian Society for Technical Education, fellow member Institution of Engineers, member of Institution of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering. He has presented and published more than 40 papers in international journal, international conference, and national conference, and 2 patents to his credit. He has handled many administrative responsibilities such as head of the department, overall NAC coordinator of the institute at AISSMS COE Pune and JSPM's RSCOE Pune, where institute has received A+ and A grade respectively. Organizing Secretary for IEEE International Conference and National Conferences, Head, Startup and Innovation Cell, VLab Coordinator, NBA Coordinator, NAC Ambassador under Paramarsh Scheme sanctioned by UGC. He has delivered guest lecture on NAC preparation and on NBA preparation at various institutes. Also delivered guest lectures at various locations on advanced DSP and applications, signals and systems, digital signal processing, microwave engineering, speech processing, signal processing, MATLAB toolbox, speech and audio processing at various colleges. He had delivered keynote talks at national and international conferences. He is recipient of Best Teacher Award by AISSM Society, Pune, Alur Bhushan Award for his social contribution to village, Alur Ratna Award by Janhit Samajik Sanstha, Alur, for his social contribution to village. We welcome you, sir, for the session, and I request sir to take over the session. Thank you.
Thank you, madam, for nice introduction. Mavi sir, can you stop sharing the screen? 1 minute, I will share it. Mavi sir, screen is visible?
Yes,
sir.
yes.
Yes, okay. Very good morning and warm welcome to one and all. Respected Principal Dr. D.S. Burmane, the Coordinator Mavi sir, and all faculty members. First of all, I would like to thank my institute for giving me this opportunity, because already I have delivered such type of webinar at other institute. So Mavi sir insisted me that why not to our institute and some other faculty member who have not attended. This is really very informative session and will be need of ours. So therefore we have organized this particular session, that is on the enhancing quality culture in technical institutes through online teaching for outcome based education. So as our principal Dr. D.S. Burmane has rightly said, the quality culture in the technical institute is becoming the important part, the important concern for giving the knowledge to our graduate engineering. Because you know the situation in the engineering colleges is not good. The admission as well as the placement scenario is also not good. So therefore we have to improve the quality culture in the technical institutes. And because of this pandemic, COVID-19 situation, now online teaching has attracted the attention of all the teachers as well as the educational institutes. And even our AICT is insisting on outcome-based education. So therefore, we have combined the quality culture, then online education system, as well as outcome-based education system. I will try to address my level best. Most of the things are the my use for online education as well as outcome-based education system. So basically, okay. Now, just before starting with the webinar, first of all, I wish everyone, all teachers, a very good, happy Guru Purnima. That okay. Then this is about institute, which was established in 1992. We have completed around 26 years of service of AISSMS to the society. And just as Sir already has mentioned our principle about our institute, the institute is accredited by NAC with A+ grade. We are working as a mentor institute for NAC under e-commerce scheme. Institute has received the Best Professional College Award by the SPP in 1920. It is ranked among 200 institutes as per the survey of the NIRF, ranked 69 by Times of India, then 39th by the Higher Education, 2F 12B recognition. 5 UG programs were accredited in 2013. 5 UG programs are permanently affiliated to SPPU. TCS accreditation. In last 5 years, the institute has produced 645 university rankers, in which 21 gold medalists are there, the till date. And we are having the NPTEL local chapter, the virtual lab, nodal center, with the support of principal and the management. We are trying to improve the better and the better the quality education in our institute. So the outline of the presentations are challenges of technical education, then outcome-based education, accreditation and ranking requirements of the institutes for improving quality culture, then enhancing quality of online education. So this will be the outline of today's presentation. So before, if you look at this, that is a scene. If you look at anywhere, so whatever, if suppose you are taking the food, if you go to the medical or that is in the healthcare services, in the sport, in the automobile industry, and if you are getting the food, shelter and the water, everywhere requirement is of the clean water. So if you look at the everything, so everything involves engineering. So therefore the technical education is producing a graduate who are providing a service to the society. They are making life of the society comfortable, life of the human being comfortable. That is the major role of the engineers. So if you look at that, technical education in India contributes a major share to the overall education system and plays a vital role in the society and economical development of the nation. Today, the advancement made in the field of science and engineering has made life sophisticated and moreover has improved the quality of life. Hence, technical education, which plays a vital role in human resource development of the country, has the need to create skilled manpower. It has the need to enhance industrial productivity and to improve the quality of life. So for this, the important knowledge society change is the teacher. Only the teacher can do this, and as he should act as a guru or he should act as the coach to produce the engineering graduates who can contribute to the development of the nation. So just if you look at the scene in the today's technical education scenario in India, around more than 10,000 plus colleges are there in India technical education. If you look at the intake, around 32 lakh sanction intake is there. Every year around 32 lakh are admitting to the engineering colleges. But if you look at the enrollment ratio, it that is swings between 17 lakh to the 20 lakhs. So that is only around 50% enrollment ratio is there. Then if you look at the placement, because the major expectation from the stakeholders is that the student should be absorbed in the industry, and out of this enrollment around 17 lakh, the only 7 lakh candidates are placed into the industry. So that is again the 50% around. It is 37 to the 40% is there. So that is, if you look around, only 37% of the engineering graduates are the employable. Then what about other unemployed, that is the students, what they should do, why they are not absorbed in the industry, or why they are not performing better. So this is really a very alarming situation. All of us should come together and we should work out, and definitely we will get solution for this. So these are the challenges which are published in the leading newspapers. If you look at that is the headlines, that is unemployability still bugs in the technical. Then the continuous to produce the unemployable engineers. The poor English communication skill makes the student unemployable. Engineering graduates are the least employable. So this is a today's scene of the engineering education. So therefore, all our the higher authorities, statutory bodies are coming together to impart the outcome based education system and to improve the quality culture as well as to increase the employability of the fresh graduates who can contribute to the development as well as the economic of our nation. So definitely you know in engineering, if there are the problems, so definitely there are also the solutions. So we have to look out the problems and how to, that is address these problems, so that and accordingly we can take ahead and we can reduce unemployability of the engineering graduates and improve the quality of the institutes. Now before going to my talk, so just I would like to have a small quiz on the Zoom platform. So Maure sir, so shall we take the quiz? Maure sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
All
please.
participants, I am launching the poll. So you have to just, is it visible? So all participants, you have to view this poll and hurry up while giving this poll, because we have to finish that in a short span of time. So there are total 390 participants right now joining the meeting. So participant,
Maure
so
sir, shall we end?
258 out of 403.
200.
So we'll again give another 15 seconds. Participant, hurry up. Okay, sir, should I stop?
Yeah, sir. Okay.
So I have shared the result. Can you see, sir?
And the employability is becoming a major concern. So if you look at the different aspects are the curriculum, then insufficient understanding of the technical knowledge and the concept of students. So around 11% participants have given the opinion to this. Around 18% participants have given the opinion for unable to produce the graduates with required skill set for the industry. Then around 10% have given lack of innovation and which is the most important, which we are delivering to the students so that we are producing the graduate. Insufficient understanding of the technical knowledge is also the important. Unable to produce graduates with the required skill set, lack of innovation in the research, then the proper assessment methodology, and all of the above. Around more than 50% participants have given the opinion that all these aspects are the very important. Now we have to address so all these aspects one by one in my presentation. Okay. So the major problem in engineering education is the graduates are collecting their degrees despite not being skilled enough to be a productive part of the Indian economy. I think most of you will agree with this statement. So mostly as colleges are affiliated to university, they are taking admission for getting the engineering degrees. While after completion of the degrees, they're acquiring the skills through the various courses or by joining to the different organization to get the required skill set. So therefore, the skill set is also one of the major gap between in our education system. Then if you look at another, that is a gap that the traditional education sector in India has not evolved at the same pace as the industry. If you look at the industry is evolving at the very fast rate, there are the tremendous changes are taking place from the industry 2.0 to the industry 2.4. Now the need of the engineering education is artificial intelligence, the IoT, cloud computing, machine learning, robotics, automation, etc. We are not going at that pace. Then the expectation that the companies have from their candidates and the skills that the engineering graduates bring in do not match. So therefore, the industry requirement, the technology for the industry and the technology we are delivering, so there is a major, the gap is there. So this gap can be fulfilled with the help of the curricula. Then one of the major problem facing the fresh graduates is their insufficient understanding of the basic concept, the lack of in-depth understanding of technical information, lack of client handling skills, and the insufficient knowledge across domains are the major skill gaps. So therefore, apart from only the technical knowledge, so there are the other attitudes are there as well as the some skills are there. So we are not properly so delivering or imbibing so this skill set among the student, so that is also the major gap. So we also should incorporate the different skill set as well as the attitudes and the values among the students, so that the holistic development of the student will take place and good engineering graduates will come out who can contribute to the development of the nation as well as he will be absorbed in the industry. Now, if you look at another very important aspect, what the industry or the society is expecting is a innovation and the research. So this innovation and the research is also that is not in build among our the students who are coming out from our the engineering institutes. So just they're passing out with the distinction, they are coming in the university rankers, but they are having the lack of innovation and research the skills in them. So therefore, this also we have to address these issues during our delivering of the education. Also, I told the assessment is also one of the important, that is aspect or the concern. So if you look, most of the students are focusing only on the certification or the degree, and everyone are giving the weightage to the marks, how much marks is obtained, how much percentage of the marks you have received, whether you have passed in the distinction, what is the average marks. Then there is no lack of there is a lack of qualitative feedback. Just at the end of that particular year or at the end of the degree graduation, we are taking the feedback whether the syllabus was covered or not, so whether the teacher were taught it properly or not, whether the all supporting facilities are available in the institute or not, but we are not taking the qualitative feedback. So that also matters a lot. We need to get, so whatever the challenges we have addressed, we should take the qualitative feedback so that accordingly we can improve, and feedback plays most important role in improving quality of the education. And the lack of assessment of the high level outcomes. So as in the outcome based education, I will go in detail. So there are the various taxonomy have been, that is addressed in the outcome based education. If you look at the taxonomies, the expectation of the higher educations are the higher level thinking ability should be inculcated among the student. So those are not being assessed in our education system. Lack of assessment of the complex outcomes. So just whatever problems we are going, they are very simple problem which are available in the notebook. The student are producing as it is from the textbook into the examination, and we are not able to assess the complex outcomes. Then negligible assessment in the psychomotor and the affective domain, because learning happens in three domains: cognitive, psychomotor, and the affective. I will come to later. So there is a negligible assessment is done into this, which also plays a very important role in the market. Then the liberal marking. If you look at all assessment, what the teachers are doing, so just they're giving very liberal marking. Even for some final year examination, in semester assessment, or the postgraduate assessment, you see the situation is a very bad. Then the lack of assessment culture and the language of assessment, because the written and the verbal communication plays a very important role, so that is also not being assessed through our the assessment system. So these are some of the issues or the concern in our assessment system. We also should how look into these matters the very seriously, so that we can improve the assessment system. So basically, there are the two important aspects in the education. One is called as the education, another is called as a learning. So this education is the process of training a man to fulfill the fulfill his aim by exercising all his to the fullest extent. So he should be the well human being. So in the education, just he is obtaining a particular qualification, he will become the skilled and the knowledge in that particular area. And if you look at the learning, so basically learning is a commonly defined as a relatively permanent change in the behavior that occurs as a result of experience, as a result of the education. But definitely education as well as the learning will go hands in hand, and accordingly the person will become learned person. If we are calling it as he is a learned or he is an educated person, we're expecting that he should have the behavioral skills in him, he should have some attitudes or as well as the human values among him, he also should have the knowledge. But this expectation what the learning definition told, so those we could not able to inculcate among the student to the fullest extent. So that is a major gap. So basically learning is not the product of the teaching, so learning is the product of the activity of the learner. So therefore the full of the activities we should use in our the teaching learning process, so that the learned education or graduate will come from our the institute. So if you look at the world education system in India, so that this world education system, what they are the teaching to their student, they are teaching the values, they are teaching ethics, they are teaching the skill sets to the student, they are also addressing the knowledge to the student. So is it not an outcome based education system? Outcome based education system is a not new. So this is evolved only from our the Indian education system. So what that is represented in the different form. So what the society is expecting, what the industry is expecting is this, that is this type of the outcome based education system, where we should yeah, incorporate all the values, we should incorporate the attitudes among the student, we should incorporate the required skill set for the our the student, so that that is all rounder the student will be produced from our the engineering institutes. So this is also see one picture where which is used in the that is games, like they should, there also should be like a teacher, he should play the role of the coach. So how the coach is teaching and how he is that is insisting to get a required skill set and perform better, and the teamwork abilities and resolving that is attitude, you can see you can resolving the issues among the student, and there is a very good relationship. So therefore the teacher has to become like a guru, he should have the relationship with the student like a guru shishya, or he should have the relation of the coach, so that we can able to incorporate this outcome based education system. So now basically what outcome based education system, that so far the technical institutes have been the imparting the traditional education system where the learning outcome of the student are not that is a clearly measured, we cannot able to measure so all these outcomes. So there is a need to develop the standard approach which match the quality assurance for engineering programs, and which was that is a mapped according to the Washington Accord. The graduating engineers of the future will need to be evaluated in their outlook and experience and be ready for the global opportunities. So there is a proper need and the challenge for all technical institutes to aid and empower the future students for the global environment. So therefore they should have all the skill set and all these outcomes should be the defined prior to giving the education. Accordingly required supporting system should be developed. So outcome based education system is an approach that focuses on the graduating engineers performance after completing the program. The desired outcomes are determined first, and the program curriculum, teaching and learning methodology, and supporting facilities are designed to support the intended outcomes. So outcome based approach means in single word, knowing what you want to achieve and then taking the steps to do so. So for example, to illustrate this, a carpenter wants to build a table. So first he should have the picture of that table in his mind. Then accordingly, he will assemble the material and the tools and begin step-by-step procedure. Our mother wants to cook a meal. She will have the picture of that food in her mind. She wants to make a Maggie. She wants to make some the other food. Accordingly, she will assemble the material and the tools and begins the step-by-step process. So accordingly, in outcome-based education system, first we should know what the required skill sets are required among the student. Then accordingly, we will develop the curriculum. Then we will develop the required tools and the technology, supporting facilities, teaching learning process, so that the all these the skill set will be incorporated among the student, and who will come out out from our the institute will have all the skill set with him, and he should have an idea what he wants to achieve it should be the measurable. If suppose even if I want to drive the car, so if you are teaching all the theoretical things, but unless until the required skill set, or he will use his motor skill, psychomotor skill, he could not able to drive. So therefore the experiential learning is also very the important, and he should that is should give the practical exposure to such type of the skill set, so that he could able to achieve the required skill set among the student. Then another very important thing is that when why our students are not employable. The requirement of the industry are different. Only by getting a degree from a specific university does not mean that he has a required skill set and he is very useful for the industry. So what the industry expect? The industry will not ask, so what courses did you study to obtain degree? But the industry in fact will ask that what can you do after obtaining your degree? So the before going to this in detail outcome based education, we'll have another quiz, that is all of you are aware about the outcome based education. I will go bit deeper into that. So do you think outcome based education system will make the student more employable? Yes or no? Just we will have the this polling. Maule sir, you take poll on Zoom only. Maule sir.
Please give this poll. So up till now, there are 459 participants in the meeting.
Yeah, 463. I'm saying.
Participant, hurry up.
Okay, we can end polling, Maule sir. Okay. Okay, around 322 participants have given their opinion. So according to all participants, the outcome education system will make the student employable. So therefore, we have to give more focus on the outcome-based education system, and we have to learn in detail what is exactly outcome-based education system and what are the requirement of outcome-based education system. So the outcome-based education system. So what are the expectation of the outcome-based education system? The expectation from the student in outcome-based education system are the student should have the very good verbal and written communication skill. They should have the teamwork skills, interpersonal skills, strong work ethics, motivating and initiative, then analytical skill, computer skills, organization skills, leadership skills, self-confidence, outgoing personality, well-mannered, polite, creativity, sense of humor, entrepreneurial skills, risk takers. What the industry expect from the student? Industry expect from the student that the student should able to write a project proposal. They should able to complete the project in the given scheduled time. They should able to analyze the case studies and propose the conclusion. They should give the case presentation. They should have the ability to think and in innovative manner, and accordingly they should provide the solution for that particular complex problem. Ability to do the research is also the very important concern. Ability to question, make the decision based on the findings. They should able to evaluate the project and should able to compare the project outside. They should propose the solution to the problems. They should also able to market their solutions. So these are the requirement. So in input output based education system, we could not able to imbibe so all these skills. So basically, so the outcome based education system, it consists of the knowledge, skills, and attitudes the engineering graduates will be able to demonstrate after completion of 4 years the program outcomes in terms of program outcome, course outcomes, program educational objectives, vision, mission, the POs, the etc. Then the next step of the OB is designing the appropriate outcome-based curriculum. So carefully planned teaching learning process has to put in place next suitable assessment method, and the tools are to be used at appropriate times, involving the concerned stakeholders to monitor and improve the teaching learning on the continuous basis. Again, I will give more focus. It means that first the outcomes are the stated, and according to the outcome, the curriculum, teaching learning process, and supporting facilities are the design, so that the proper knowledge and the skill and the attitudes are inculcated among the student. So the basic component of the outcome-based education systems are, what are the basic component? The basic components are the curriculum is a most important factor. As I told you, how the industry is, that is changing rapidly at the very fast rate. So the new technologies are coming in the market. So unless until we cope up with our curriculum with the industry, so the curriculum is outdated, we cannot able to deliver what the industry is required. So therefore, the industry is expecting that the curriculum also should be modified at a specific periodical time, so that these recent trends in the curricular industry will be incorporated. The another very important thing is about the learning and the teaching. So the proper learning, the student-centric learning should happen in the education industry, so that the student will become with knowledgeable, as well as they will have the required skill set, as well as the required values are inculcated among the student. So there are the number of the research are going on in the teaching and learning, number of pedagogical the techniques are coming through the educational researchers. We also should incorporate and see that how the student are getting all these skills and the attitudes along with the knowledge in them. Then another most important, as I told you, that is the assessment methodology also should be changed. So mostly we are focusing our assessment methodology only in the cognitive domain. We also should give the more focus on the psychomotor domain, as well as we should give more focus on the psychomotor domain, as well as the value system among the student. So therefore the value system, psychomotor domain, as well as the cognitive domain are the most important. We should develop the assessment system which will measure so all these three domain of learning, and we could able to measure the proper outcomes, so that the required student and the society can be produced. And another most important thing in outcome based education system is a feedback, which is the most important, because the engineers are useful for the society. Engineers are useful for the nation, who can contribute to the development of the nation, who are the major, that is a change agent, to make the life of the universe more comfort, life of the human being more comfort. So periodically you should take the feedback from the stakeholders, and even from the society, and accordingly you should make the required changes in the curriculum, as well as teaching learning process, as well as in the assessment method, so that we can able to measure the outcomes, and required skills will be inculcated among the student. So this, as I told, in our old education system, the same thing was there. The student who were coming out from, that is a gurukula, so they were with, that is a full all round development of that student happens, so they could able to useful more for the society as well as the industry. So the same thing is mapped in the outcome based education system. Then accordingly, so it is from institute to institute, the outcome based education system will be different, because every institute will have the different vision and the mission. Accordingly, they prepare their POs. Then the POs are the common for all graduates, and the course outcomes will be there. That is the design is from the top to bottom, and the implementation will be from the bottom to top approach. So we have to give more focus on the curriculum, teaching learning process, and the assessment methodology for this. Then I will just brief about the POs. I will not go in the detail. The POs are the broad statement that describe the career and the professional achievement that the program is preparing the graduates to achieve within the first few years of the graduation. Whatever the outcomes have been stated in the POs, the student after completion of the degree should able to, that is, achieve after 4 to 5 years of their graduations. So every institute should define the few program educational objectives, and also they can measure the program educational objectives. And if you look at this, that is a learning outcome curve, which was that is a published in the 2017 by some educationalist. So if you look at that is the institute, then the workplace. In the first few years, that is a 3 to 4 year of the institutes, they are having competency at the threshold level. They're attaining some cognitive skills. They're attaining some the practical as well as the social skill. So then we can measuring that is a PO and the PSO, the attainment of the PO and the PSOs. Then the POs are attained after 4 to 5 years of the graduation. Then the student will expert that is achieve the expert in the proficiency level. But now what is the requirement? The requirement is that the student, whatever the program educational objectives we have stated, they should achieve that is in the 3 to 4 years of the graduation. So this time period 5 to 10 years, that it should be reduced. So we should measure the program educational objectives, so within very 1 or 2 years of the graduation. So that initiative has to be taken by the educational institutes. So in summary, we can say the program outcome, then program outcomes are the most important component in outcome-based education system. And these program outcomes are the narrow statement that describe what the student are expected to be able to do at the time of the graduation. POs are expected to be aligned closely with the graduate attributes. And then the program outcomes describe exactly what will the skill and the behavior. So they have represented in the form of the POs, and we should able to measure the POs. So that is basically the learning is a process of acquiring new or that is a changing or modifying existing knowledge or the behavior and the skills and the values among the student. So the ability to learn is processed by the human as well as the animal, even by the machines also. So this learning happens at three domains. One is called as a cognitive domain, which more we are focusing on that. Then that is a basic idea behind the cognitive domain involves the knowledge and the intellectual skills that a student will develop. So another important domain is the affective domain, which includes the feeling, emotions, and the attitudes that learner will develop. And third domain is called as a psychomotor domain, which includes utilizing motor skills and the ability to coordinate with them. So therefore, so this psychomotor, affective, and the cognitive domain so should be used for learning of the particular student, so that he will get knowledge, he will become the skilled and useful for the industry, and he will have the required skills. So these are the program outcomes we can with the help of these three domains, so that the learning will happen all in three domains. Then we will take one more the quiz, last quiz of this webinar, that Maure sir, we will take this, that which part of the learning domain is given negligible attention in our education system. If you see our curriculum and how the graduates are we are producing, so that we are not producing in all three domains. So just we will have a poll on this.
Participant, hurry up.
Okay, sir, we will stop polling. Okay, so if you look at the participant opinion, so that we are giving very negligible attention to the psychometer and the affective domain, so which is required skill set for the industry. So we have to give more focus on that. So we are giving very less focus on the cognitive psychometer and the affective. We are giving more focus only in the cognitive domain. Assessment is also based on the cognitive domain. We have to change so this assessment system. Then the Blooms was an educationalist. So he has that is a devised a taxonomy. So taxonomy is nothing but a classification of the different learning domains. Like the cognitive domain, the taxonomy is there. So he has classified this cognitive domain into six different level, like the remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluating, and the creating. All of you know. So basically, remembering is that's a recalling ability, or reproducing ability, understanding. So how you understand the concept, then he will apply that particular understanding and the knowledge for developing some particular application. Then he will analyze, break down the component. He will understand its importance in analyzing a level. In evaluating, he should evaluate the different component. He should know its importance. He should compare, and based on all these levels, he should able to create solution for the complex problem or for the society. So this taxonomy shows that. So the lower level taxonomy, when you're going to the higher level, it is understood that. So he understood about or he has gained the knowledge about the lower level taxonomy. But if you look at the assessment system, so most of the focus is being given only on the lower level Bloom's taxonomy, that is the remembering, understanding, and applying. The most of the questions are based on that. We are not deriving the questions on the analyzing component, evaluating component, and the creative component. So therefore, we could not able to produce the candidate who are having the higher level thinking skill. So basically, the higher level thinking skill are the analyzing, evaluating, and the creating. So we should assess our graduates who are having the higher level thinking skill. So therefore, the examination system or the teaching learning process should give more focus on this analyzing, evaluating, and creating what the ICT expect or what the industry expect. So that type of the graduates we are expecting, because for the higher level in education or in the school education, they're giving the more focus on the lower level, that is a Bloom's taxonomy. But in the higher level, higher educational institutes, it is expected that we should give more focus on the higher level thinking skills. Also, there are the taxonomy are also available for the affective domain. Affective is nothing but the ethics or the values which are inculcated among the students. So these values also should be inbuilt among the students who are coming out from the graduates. Like there is the I would define into the different level, like the receiving, that is with the help of the sensory organs. So he should able to, that is listen it carefully. He should able to read it carefully. He should understand. Then the responding means accordingly whatever knowledge he understood, so based on that he should respond, or whatever the instruction the teachers are giving, so he should respond it properly. Then the valuing, he should give the value to the teachers, society, industry. Then the organizing, so after getting all the skill, he should able to manage the things, so that will come in the organizing skill. Then after all, when he will get all this, that is the levels, the last level of this, the domain, affective domain, is a characterizing. He should a full, that is a well human being. He should be there. He should be sensitized very much with the society. He should understand, that is the human values. And based on, that is a environment, he should able to take the decision. So that is from the lower to higher level. The taxonomy is also available in the affective domain. And if you look at the psychometric domain, so this psychometric domain also, there are different levels, like the perception means all he should use sensory organs. Set, he should ready in the different environment. If in the class, he should work like a student. He will go in the corporate life, so accordingly he should follow this protocol, that is called as the set level. Guided response, if they are giving the some guidelines by the teacher, he should follow guideline. They are giving in the industry, they should follow guidelines, and the guided response are there. Then the mechanism, he should able to adjust to the environment. The illustrate, indicate, like such type of the verbal keywords are used. Then he should able to, that is manage the things. For example, he want to drive, so after getting the guided response, he should follow, and he should able to drive the road. Then the adaptation, if some new situation comes in front of him, so accordingly he should adapt to the environment. Then last is the organization. So if any new, that is a complex problem comes in front of him, he should able to coordinate his the motor, all, that is organs, and he should synchronize to give a proper solution. So all these things will come in the psychometer. So we also should able to develop the questions, so based on the psychometer and the affective domain, so that we can measure it properly. Then all this whatever domain I have covered, these that is a cognitive psychomotor domain and the affective domain. So the program outcomes which should be measured, so they are specified in terms of the program outcomes. All of you know that the 12 programs outcomes are there. So just brief, if you go the first 5 program outcomes, so mostly they are based on the cognitive domain. That if you look at first, you should able to use the knowledge of the mathematics and engineering science uh, to the solution of the complex problem. Then problem analysis, you should able to identify, formulate, review research literature and analysis, because research is also very important component, and analyze the complex engineering problem. Then design and development of the solution for the complex problem with the help of, that is the health and the safety should be the concern, and the cultural, societal and environmental consideration also should be there. Conduct investigation of the complex problem, that the research and the innovation is also the very important component in this. Modern tool usage. So these, the three components are related to the cognitive domain. So what is a complex problem? So if you look at the complex problem, like you see the environmental pollution, it is because of our the garbage system. It is because of the industry pollution. It is because of our the traffic pollution. It is because of other some the environmental noise are there. So if you give such type of the problems which are having, that is a multiple number of the solutions, so this problem can be called as a complex. If you give this to the chemical student, he will look from chemical point of view. Electronics, he will look at electronics point of view. Mechanical student, he will look at the mechanical point of view. The solution to these problems are the different. So when you will give more focus on the collaborative learning and the multidisciplinary learning, so definitely such type of the complex problem will be solved, because every society or every nation are having the very complex problem, or the student who are coming out should able to solve this. So what is the expectation from all the 5 program outcome, that in our the assessment system, so you should give the question in such a way that, so those questions should not be reproduced as it is from the text, but they should have the different multiple solution, how it is a student approach to solve that particular problem, so that this program outcome should be measured by giving complex problem. So this is also see the traffic problem from electronics point of view. You can able to solve from the electronic point of view with the help of the IoT, then with the help of the Google map. Then he will see the traffic scenario from the chemical point of view. He will see from the pollution point of view. Mechanical, he will try to, that is reduce, that is the cost of the vehicles, as well as the size of the vehicle. Many aspects are there. Then the fuel consumption. So from every engineering graduation point of view, the complex problem is a different. So the solution to these complex problems are the different. So this can be called as a project based learning. So such type of the problem should be given, and it should be the assessed with the help of the teacher as a facilitator. If you look in the healthcare, there are also the, because that is also the most important component of the society. So for the comfort of the life, the health should the there is drawbacks are there in the healthcare system. So these computer graduates or the electronic graduate could able to solve such type of the problems. So these are, could be called as a complex problem. Okay, so this, now I told you to solve this complex problem, because as if you've seen the first 5 POs, the innovation, the creativity is also the most important. If you do not have this innovation, the creativity skill among the student, then it is difficult. So the industry is expecting that they should able to provide the solution to the complex problem. So this innovation is what basically we have some the different mindset about the innovation. So writing the paper could be called as innovation, or providing the solution to the simple problem is a innovation. But if in the engineering we are doing a lot of the research, but if it is not useful for the society, what is use of it? So introduction of the new product and the services that add value to the organization and meet the customer needs could be called as innovation. Then staying relevant to meet the ever changing needs of the constituents, the teaching. Then see the innovation should be useful for the society, we call it as an innovation. If it is not useful for the society, then it is of we cannot call it as an innovation. So basically why I'm telling, because teacher are the major change agents. So if you see the teaching give the birth to the research. So if you that is take the interest in the teaching, definitely that will lead to the research, and the research will give birth to the effective teaching. If you want to become an effective teacher, so you should imbibe the research and the innovation approach among you people. You can give the lot of example to the student, you can make it more interesting, you can give the case studies to the student, so that the innovative approach will be inculcated among the student. So to inculcate this innovation approach among the student, so they are able to solve the individual problem. They should solve the problem in the groups. They should solve the problem of the organization. They should solve the problem of the society. The complex problems are there. Interdisciplinary problems are there. The institute or the organization should take the lead to give such type of the problem, which are based on the higher level thinking skill. Then we can say that that is assessing the higher level thinking skills. Then the blocks of creativity, that we have the lot of fears of the failure. So therefore student might be saying that I could not able to do the research, I'm not scientist, I'm not so much creative. So there some, that is a fear of failure is there, that also should be removed. The allergy to the ambiguity is there, they are having some ambiguities, so that is allergy. Then conformity, the results are predictable. So they are thinking I'm not so creative, but every student can do, are having the creativity skill among them. So that should be brought out from them with the help of the teachers. Then if you look at the remaining 7 program outcomes, so like the engineer in the society, then environment and sustainability, ethics, communication skill, project management and the finance, and the lifelong learning skills. So all these 7 skills are based on the uh, remaining 2 skills, the 2 domain, that is the cognitive domain, the first 5, then the psychometer domain, and the attitudes are there, affective domain, affective, psychometer. So the remaining 7 skills are assessed using affective and the psychometer domain. So therefore the institute or the university should give more focus on assessing affective and the psychometer domain also. These skills also plays the very important roles. Then if you look at this classification, first 5 based on the knowledge domain, the remaining 7 are in the affective and the psychometric domain. So we also should have the proper methodology to measure affective and the psychometric domain. So the various teaching pedagogies are there. So it means that where we are heading. So now the educational institutes does not mean student will learn. The learning does not mean student will have the skills for the labor market, and having the skills does not mean the students will have the job. So really it is a very complex phenomenon. So it is interdependent on the many factors, but we should try to achieve our goals, which is a need of ours for our the society. So it means that are we doing old things in the new way or new things in the new way? So this is the most important time to be in the education. It is the most important time to care about the education. It is the most important time to impact the education. So education is a most important role in the society. He can only produce the graduates for their usefulness. Then PSOs, every institute have some the program specific objectives. They should be known for those particular the specific the domains, maybe in the
जातो लगे
Hello, sir. Please unmute yourself. Bhalke sir, please unmute yourself. Hello.
Okay now. Sir, I am audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. The course outcomes are the most important components are there. So most of this, the program outcomes are achieved using the COs. So accordingly, CO also should be measured very properly by giving more focus on the higher level thinking skills. Then in a summary, I will just conclude about the outcome-based education system, that we are preparing the global engineers who will have to solve the problem and shoulder the challenges which are not even known today. That means focus will be on understanding fundamentals very well, the learning new skills, competencies that enable the individuals to cope with the demands of the rapidly changing workplace. So such type of the engineer should be produced, so which can be given this type of the education through outcome based education system. So we can reduce the employability through outcome based education system. Now the next, within few minutes, I will just focus on the accreditation and the ranking, because the lot of different the government is focusing on the accreditation. System. So because of the accreditation, definitely we will assess our outcomes and we will find out so what are the strength and the weaknesses of our the institute. So basically, accordingly, number of different accrediting agency are there by the government or the private organization, like the NAC is there, then the NBA is there, then also ABET is also there. Even now the government is focusing on the institutional ranking. So which institutes are good, where the the students are more employable, where the admissions are good, so that this will be well informed to the stakeholder. Accordingly, it will be useful for them for taking admission to that is a quality educational institutes. So every institute also should look from this aspect, and they should find out their the SOC, and accordingly they should try to improve the quality of the education. Basically, this the accreditation is nothing but the recognition and the guarantee of the minimum quality according to the government norms or the private organization norms, and that gives shows that so you are having some excellence in the technical education. And they are also some of the benchmark. If you say to the stakeholder, our institute is accredited by the NAC with A plus grade, A plus plus grade, we're having the the first 200 of the NIRF ranking, definitely you can attract better student, as well as the society towards you or the industry towards you. So who can, that is a recruit your student. So from any our the accreditation agency or the accreditation point of view, so they are giving only focus on the outcome based education system. They are not nothing. So if you implement outcome based education system properly, so all this accreditation are the byproduct of it. So you should not give the focus on the accreditation. So if you give focus on the outcome based education system, then your the cognitive domain, affective domain, the psychometric domain, so automatically all will be achieved, and your institution ranking and the quality will automatically it will increase. So basic the core values of the NAC are cater the need of the economy, society, and the country as a whole. They should able to solve the complex problem and provide the solution. Then another is inculcating a value system among the student. So that is also one of the core and the important component of the NAC assessment, where they are giving the more that is a attention towards the value system among the student, that the student imbibe the appropriate value with the social, economic, and environmental realities at the local, national, and the universal level. So that is the most important component. They should be sensitized with the environment, they should be sensitized with the human being, and it should able to solve the problem. Then promoting the use of the technology, because definitely the technology is a natural gift to the society. With the help of the technology, which will act as a catalyst to solve the problem with very high speed, and you can provide the solution according to the requirement. And fostering the global competency among the students, there should be the competitive environment, so that they should do better and the better. So this is possible if you imbibe so all the core values. The NAC parameters are based on these 5 core values. So you see these core values: curriculum aspect, as I told you, teaching, learning and evaluation, research, consultancy, and extension. If you look at the first 3, that is a parameters, that is the 5 600 are there. The 60% weightage is there for research, consultancy, extension, teaching, learning, evaluation, and the curriculum aspect. So you have to give more focus on that. So automatically, so this outcome based education system will be we can say that we can measure and we can produce the graduates with the required parameters. Then you look at the NBA. So there are the 10 parameters are there. If you look at the parameter like the program, curriculum, and teaching, learning, 120 mark, course outcome and program outcome 120, student performance is 150, and faculty information, the contribution, that 120, 120, that is a 240 marks are there. Then the 60 marks are the vision, mission, and student performance, that is more than 50% weightage is also given for this teaching, learning, and the research. Another aspect is NIRF ranking, which is a very important. If you look, there are the main 5 parameters are there. So if you look at the 500 mark and the weightages, so around the 70% weightage is given for the teaching, learning, and resource, and the research productivity and the impact and the IPR. So they are giving more focus how your graduates are more useful for the society, how your graduates are more useful for the industry, how they can able to solve the problem, how many patents they have filed, how that is useful for the society. Those are the most important. Graduate out, that is graduation outcome, only 5% weightage is given. Whereas your the result or the CGPA, or most of the colleges are having the more than 90% result. Does it mean that so the student are coming out with all the required skill? Not. So what it is expecting, what it is focusing on, the teaching, learning, and resources, research productivity, and the impact, which are giving more focus on the affective and the psychometric domain. So then the outreach and the inclusivity and the perception, the industry or the stakeholder or the society also should have the good image about your the institute. So they will take the perception. Based on that, the NIRF ranking are decided. So every institute should also have the look that how our institute will get good accreditation, good NBA score, as well as they will be in the NIRF ranking. They have to try to improve the quality of the education. That is a stage by stage. These are the sub parameter of the NIRF ranking. You can go in detail and you can work out on that. Even you can visit the institute who are in the first 200 of the NRF ranking, who are having the accreditation by the NAC with A plus, A plus plus, or the NBA accredited. Definitely, you will find many new things which can be used in your institute to improve the quality of the education. Even if you see the education policy, we are focusing. So whatever that is on the outcome-based education only, appropriately integrate technology into all level of education. So the technology is very important. Improve teaching, learning, and the evaluation process. Enhance educational access to the disadvantaged group. The streamline educational planning, administration, and the management. And they are also giving more focus on the liberal education. That there should be the cultural and good environment. The sporty environment should be there. So all these program outcomes should be fulfilled with the help of the education system. Now this is all about the outcome based education system. Now the main another important thing that because of this COVID-19, so we have been forced to go for the online education because there is no any alternative for delivering the education. Now the today's situation, so we have to go for the outcome that's online education. And how to enhance, because there are the many, as sir has told, many drawbacks are there. So how these drawbacks can be fulfilled, so what are the problems, all also we have to come together, because the first time we are facing this problem. So definitely there will be problem, and if there are the problem, the solution will be there. So we have to move from that is the physical to the digital world. So the because of this COVID, because we should also to some extent thank to the COVID. So because of the COVID, so we have been forced to use the technology in the better way. So the main positive, that is outlook, if you look what are the impact of positive the COVID-19, the opening new avenues in the field of the education. It has opened the online education system. There are so many opportunities are made available because of this. Then paving way for learning new resources. That lot of resources we have come to see, like the Coursera are there, so many, that is the learning, the academies are there, so many resources are available. We could able to learn these resources, given giving an opportunity to experience new technology intervention. We are enjoying the technology. So a lot of scope is there in the technology. The because of the globalization, now you see in the lot of the colleges are organizing webinar from the foreign experts. So very easily we could able to interact very easily all the educationalists as well as the industrialists throughout the world very easily, reinforcing the need for the continuous learning. That shows that there is a continuous learning should happen. That has reinforced into this, the creating a totally new educational vertical. So this online education has created the new vertical. The negative influences are the closer for the institution. Those institutions who are not going to adopt this online education system, so it is a threat for them. Increasing the compulsory use of the electronic devices. We have been forced, all even the children has to go for the electronic devices. The effect on the general well-being. So definitely on the general there is an effect. Then the social disengagement is a big problem, because through the online, so we could not able to engage the socially with the society, socially with all our the friends, the families, etc. So there also we have to work out. Then the denial for the extracurricular activities like the sports, the cultural activities, but that also can be addressed with the help of the technology, exposure, and the experience. So we are getting very less experience in the society, and we are less exposed to the industry or the society. Then the teacher student disconnect. So whatever the connectivity we had in the face to face teaching, so that type of the connectivity cannot be established in the online education system. The challenges in the sustaining the relationship. So definitely in online education we have very the build the less relationship, creating sense of the insecurity and the uncertainties. So these are some the negative impact. So if you see online, that is some attributes if you look at, like it is nothing but a virtual learning, the technology driven learning is there. And factors crucial to the effective use of the online learning are the content creation. You see, the main focus, if you want to enhance the learning, so the content creation is the most important thing. So therefore, so every faculty should aware about the tools which are available for the content creation. It is not only just the PPT and delivering the PPT to the student. That is not going to create the interest among the student. The content should be that is a creative and the innovative content should be there, where the student will be attracted more. Then the change the facilitation by the preparation and the information. So the preparation of this online education, you should prepare it very thoroughly. It is not so easy, it is very challenging. Then there also should be the cooperation from the faculty, student, management to overcome this resistance and reluctance and the response. So there is definitely the reluctance is there from all the people, and the response also we have to look at this aspect, how we will get the response from the stakeholder, how we will get the response from the student, so that it can also be overcome. Then the another that is a aspect attributes is the communication, the effort to way communication. There is no so whatever the creativity, spontaneity we can deliver in the class, so that spontaneity or the creativity is lost among the teachers. That is also threat. So what we recognize the emotion from the class that we could not able to recognize. So definitely there are some drawbacks are there. The absence of the personal, that is a class touch. What the personal feeling we had in the class, now there is no personal feeling. Then challenges in enabling the impression, the impact. What impact is a very the good teacher, is a great teacher, that impact will not be there, but we can make it by enhancing the online education system. So student perception and the reason for the disengagement, some of the from we also should look from the student perception point of view, and how we can resolve these issues. One most important is the ineffectiveness of the virtual classroom and the learning outcome. Definitely it is not so much effective as the face-to-face communication, but now the new technology are coming like the augmented reality, virtual reality. So there also you will feel like a true face-to-face communication. We definitely after few, that is a days or the month, so those technology will come into the market, and we'll adopt for to give solution to such type of the problem. Teacher taught mindset, it means whatever the student have the mindset, that is the teacher is teaching in the class, that mindset he will not change immediately, because it will take some time to change that is a student mindset for the online education. Limitations in the interactions, so definitely there are a lot of limitations are there, so that can also be resolved by making the small group of the student. So definitely the teacher will not be replaced by this online education. There will be definitely more uh, 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 attention will be there for the teacher. The teacher are the main agent change of the society. Then absence of the community feeling and the class atmosphere, it is not there. Sense of isolation is there, he is feeling he is alone. Then unconducive home environment, because a lot of activities are going on in the home, he could not able to concentrate. Then challenges of the technical glitches like the bandwidth, laptop capability, inadequacy of resources, requirement of more than one laptop, the power failure problem. So many problems are there. And lack of individual attention, it cannot be given to the individual attention. We also cannot able to assess whether he is attending class or not. He is muted his mic and the video. We cannot able to see whether he is there or not. Teacher learner responsiveness, then the computer fatigue, the content conflicts. So these are the some perception from my point of view. So we also should change the mindset of the student for the online education. And how to address these concerns? First important thing is that prepare the student for the change they will undergo by the induction program. Every institute should take lead to conduct induction program. They should convince student for the online education. They should tell why it is important, how the interaction will be done. So those many things can be convinced, and we can prepare the mindset of the student for this. So do not force, compel to pressurize by overloading of the academic session. Do not put so many academic sessions in a day, because there are the 5 6 lectures. It is a very difficult. Readjust pace of teaching. What you were teaching in the class, you change your style. Create student familiarity by facilitating face to face online ice breaking interaction. So there are many technologies are there are many technologies are there, you can make the more interaction with the student. So like in the Zoom or even a lot of the online platforms, such the ice breaking, the interaction facilities are also there. You should aware about the technology. Then if needed, you can shorten the class duration, give extended breaks in between sessions to clear the inhibition and the anxiety, create the small group mentorship, because here the mentorship is going to play the very important role. So weekly you do the mentoring, try to understand the concern of the student, and accordingly you can address the issues. Then another very important is the use of the social media like the WhatsApp for the informal interaction offline with the faculty, enhance faculty role in the classroom from the fire and forget to the guide and the mentor. So the teacher should act as the guide and the mentor or the guru. Then only they can make the online education system the better and improve the quality of the this online education. Then main important factor affecting online learning experience. There is the pace of learning, learning style, the immediacy of the feedback, method of content design and the delivery, issues around navigating the content. Hello, Maure sir, I am audible?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, okay.
Participant, can you mute yourself? Sir, I am just muting all. You can again mute yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
Sir, you can please unmute yourself. Bhalke, sir.
Participant to, yeah, yes, sir. I request participant to mute their mics. See, from online, that is a education point of view, there are also some concern regarding the placements. So what are these concerns? The challenges in terms of the reduction in opportunities. It is not like that opportunities are there, but the way of the working style is different. We have to make the mindset of our student to, that is a work from online. So therefore, this is also the opportunity that they are having. So this skill set, then definitely they can also contribute to the industry. Possibility of the virtual dependence for the future selection process. Now the most of the companies will do the recruitment, not that is a physical recruitment, they will do the online recruitment. So whatever the qualities are required for online recruitment, so that also we have to make the mindset of the student for that. Need for the focused recruiter connect program, because this is important. The training and placement office should take lead that how the recruiter connect program can be arranged, what are the requirement for the online recruitment, how the student can be set for that. Then need for the ascertaining changing needs from recruiters and incorporating an academic process. The recruiter process again need to be incorporated. We should also increase the more alumni interaction so that they can give the what the recent changes are taking place, how you should be ready for the online recruitment. And sometimes nowadays in future they may take, there is a digital CVs, that is a video resumes, so that the student should have the very good the verbal communication skill, so which can be seen through the online education. And through online education, that also we can tell. And many times it is also in online, we have to write a email to the, that is a recruiters, we can write a email to the employers, so that they can improve the communication as well as the technical skill among them. So these are the placement point of view, some online issues you can work out on that. Then from the student related, advise and encourage students to undertake short and telescopic the qualification in emerging areas. So what is required for online? So accordingly, the student should undertake all these things like the short CV writing, the technical writing, email writing, writing the project report, then gain comfort level in handling people in the virtual space as compared to face to face. So definitely if the situation is remain again for the more duration, so the student should have the comfort level in handling in the virtual space. They should able to talk online through the various platform. They should able to use the social platform, because nowadays most of the industry are giving more focus on the LinkedIn. They are giving more focus on the Twitter, because they are not only just to seeing the post or posting or the post on that social platform, but you can get connected to a lot of the industry people. You can learn so many things through that the virtual space. So we should be comfortable for handling virtual that platform. Then be mentally prepared for the employment opportunity across the tier 2 and the tier 3 cities across India. Enhance their skills of the verbal and written communication, especially needed for operating in the virtual arena. So from student related point of view, so you should take the induction program and you should tell the importance of this virtual online communication, and you make their mindset and you should take the session or the content in such a way that it will be the interactive. So many things are there, so they can be, that is a solved with the help of the this technology driven platforms. Then looking at again from the academic point of view, that there are the many some concerns are there where the institute has to take some actions on that. So these are the student stakeholder perception management. The stakeholder perception should be changed. Student perception should be changed. So management or the institute should take initiative in this aspect. And simplification of the evaluation patterns. So many like the management, learning management systems are there. And definitely the institute has to give the more focus on that. That's the learning management system. It will solve number of problems. You can take feedback, you can make all the learning resources available on that. You can make the assessment, you can give the alert to the student. So that can be managed very easily. So every institute for making online education better, the effective, that outcome based education system, the learning management system is a good solution for that. Focus on the student welfare through that is a cognate mentorship. So mentorship plays the very important role. So you can arrange so many lecture for the scholarship, the industry connect, alumni connect. So you can do the student welfare through that. Then using diverse teaching aids and the maintain connect. So there are so many pedagogical initiatives have been come up in the that market or the educationalist or even the institute. They want to adopt this teaching, the aids to make the more learning happen among the student. Then facilitate online extracurricular or the club activity. That is also possible. So you are seeing in the TV channels, so many musicians are coming together, even they are the running the shows. So this is also extracurricular, some to some extent happen. Co-curricular activities can happen. The club activities can also be undertaken. We should not stop because of the pandemic situation. The take steps to keep the student motivated by exposure to the industry professionals via the online sessions. So academic as a management point of view, they should take these action, and different type of engagement are possible: intellectual engagement, emotional engagement, physical engagement, social engagement, cultural engagement. So you should not stop. So all everything is a possible to that is to the maximum extent. Then advantage, as I told you, the data storage and organization is most important for most of the accreditation. So which is very easily possible using ICT tools. You can do resource sharing very easily. Knowledge creation, representation, the data management, that is the most important thing. So knowledge content creation, content there are a lot of tools are there. So that should be aware to the faculty member. Evaluation, the assessment, that is a methodology should also be that is a taught to them. Then it is nothing but that is a anytime, anywhere, anything is possible through the ICT. Then accuracy is there, security is also the concern, but there are the many things are there which you will make it more secure. Then another is very important aspect if you look, that is a credit based choice based credit system. So because of this, this even the AIST is going to give more focus on 30 to 40% choice based credit system. Student can adopt the any that is a MOOC courses through this, and because of that, so there is also some the reduction in the employability is also teacher employability is possible. Even the AIST is thinking about the credit bank system. So basically, the credit bank system is there are a lot of the MOOC courses are available throughout the world or in many universities. So if you will, they will make these our courses equivalent to those courses in the world. So the student can undertake those the credit, they can give learn the through the MOOC, they can give examination. So that that is also the threat for the teacher. So therefore, we also should become that is a it should be there. So reluctant many faculty for this. So there is no choice for us. Then there are a lot of copyright and licensing issues are there. We also should learn, because it is not so just to copy the PPT or resources from some site and to use it. So that problem of the copyright licensing will also come. We should also literate about it. Then tools for creating learning environment is the most important. So again, special training session should be arranged for the teacher. Tools for the creating learning material, tools for creating learning assessment. Then another very important aspect is called as the blended and the flipped classroom is there. So basically blended learning is the learning environment that involves the integration of technology in the learning process together with the traditional practices. It is a combination of offline as well as face-to-face traditional classroom teaching and technology-based online learning. So here the collaborative learning will happen. Group activity can also be taken. The teamwork can also be the built into this, and this is possible because of only the LMS or the VLab, virtual reality, videos, interactive, the video tutorials, NPTL. So as a computer, mobile phone, tablet, smartphone. A lot of quiz can also be taken, like how I've taken the poll on the Zoom, mentimeter.com is there, Kahoot is there. So that is possible because with the help of the technology, you can make more learning to happen. And flipped learning is also the very interesting approach. So basically the teacher will be provided the learning material to the student, and the student will be asked, that is to take the role of the teacher. So this will bring that is the higher level thinking in the psychometer as well as the affective domain, because you will learn how to copy the teacher, so how to motivate the student, how to engage the student. So the flipped classroom will play the very important role. The teacher has to play the role of the facilitator. So like the teacher, self learning will also happen into them. So such type of the pedagogical approaches also should be inculcated among them. Then social media in education, the lifelong learning is very important, because I told you the LinkedIn, so most widely used in the industry. Every student should give more focus on this, that is a LinkedIn, how to use, how to make use it for the engagement, how to create opportunities, how to post there the certificate or the skills. And the lifelong learning skills are also the very important, like the yogas are there, meditations are there. So that can also be the taught through this, the integration of all this technology and their implementation. Digital crime, so that is the very important, that we should not copy, we should generate our material our own. Then the global competition is there, definitely. So that will bring the global competition, we should ready for this to enhance our online education. Then another very most important slide, that is a summary of all this, that this is possible unless until you become effective teacher. Effective teacher is not only just prepare PPT and deliver, that you should create interest among the students. So teaching is definitely, it is an art, it is a not science. So you should develop this art among you people to make your teaching the more effective. In this, the student should prepare mentally for subject and online, not directly will start delivering. So you should make their mindset why the subject is important, what are the outcomes, how it is solved, what are the problem is there. So that you could able to create the interest, it will be definitely useful. It will help improve the skill of the student to solve problems, as I told you. So just if you deliver the content as it is, because those contents are available on the internet, why the student should give focus on your, that is a teaching. So you should see how to solve the problems. So you should inculcate include the different case studies in that particular subject. You have to play the role of the guru or the coach in the life of the student. Here the mentoring also plays a very important role. They should discuss with the case studies so that you can make it more interesting. You give more focus on the example, give the real time example. And this is possible only when you will undertake the research. If you do research, definitely example will come in mind, the real time example will come in mind, how those subject courses are used to solve the real time example. Definitely it will make it more interesting. You can give the project based learning, give the problem, they can solve that is it can be like the group activity. Content delivery, do better and the better always, because that is going to pay the more attention in the online. Use blended flip pedagogical approaches, use simulation based visualization, because that will play the very important role. You can use Moodle or the many other other LMS are available. Provide proper resources to the student so that they will learn better. Develop creativity innovation approaches, as I told you. The focus on the project based learning, focus on the recent trends in the industry, and correlate with our the curriculums. So current reality is that you also should see this, how to tackle this problem. So definitely if your teaching is a very effective, so the student will be more attentive towards you. So you have to inculcate the lot of skills among you to make or enhance your online teaching better, so that we don't have a choice on whether we do not do use ICT or not. The question is how well we do it. So we have to adopt this online education, and we should see that how we can make it more better and the better. A lot of learning resources, Google Classroom is there, Google Meet is there, Microsoft Team, Zoom is there. Then the learning materials are available like the Khan Academy, Virtual Lab, the Coursera, Mentimeter, the Kahoot. So you also should aware to use these technologies, like learning assessment, lot of formative assessment tools are there, so that you can make it more, that is easy. Then social media is a more important, so you have to aware our student about how to make it more effective for the better learning or for creating the job opportunities. So it means it does not matter how many resources you have, uh, but how you expert in the your some particular resources, if you don't know how to use them, it will never be enough. So therefore, at least you should become expert in one of the tool and the resources so that you can make better use of that. So using technology successfully in the classroom is a mindset. It is not a skill set. So first you have to make your mindset for online education. So everything will become that is easy. So like it is a today's teacher, he should have so all these the qualities among him. Then he will become the better teacher. So that is a great teachers are made, not just born. So you have to take effort to becoming a good and the effective teachers. So this is all about the how to enhance the online teaching. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. It was really a very nice session. Very nicely you have explained what is learning, how old education system you was using outcome-based education it was. What is outcome-based education? What flow should be there to achieve the OBE or program outcome, and how we should focus on complex problems through collaborative and cooperative learning. It was really a wonderful session, sir. And as a teacher, what should be our role? How to remove blocks to creativity and challenges of ICT and how to overcome them. Okay, it was really a very nice session. Thank you, sir. Now we'll take few questions from chat box, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, madam.
Can I ask questions?
Yes, sir. Yes, please. You can go ahead.
So the most important question asked by participant is, what measures should we take for improvement in students' attendance in class?
See, okay, thank you. Very good question, Maura sir, that has been asked by the participant. So basically, if you want to make your session more interactive, so you have to give the real life examples of that particular subject. So you should discuss the case studies. You also discuss about what the recent trends and the technologies are there in that particular course. Also, as I told you that you should make it more interactive. If the 60 group of 60 students are there, sometimes randomly you can ask student, like you can use the different tools like the flipped learning is there. You can give some self study, and also some group activity also be there. So that when the learning happens, so a lot of the activity, incorporate number of activities in that, that is a team, so your learning will become more effective and it will become more in the book.
But
So that
you are not
become
audible.
more.
Bhalke sir, you are not audible.
I am audible.
Now audible. Please.
Yes, yes, sir. Did you whatever I told you listened it?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Sir, you can continue.
Okay, okay, sir. So the learning will happen through the number of different activities. So these different number of activities should be incorporated in teaching so that it will become more interesting. So most important thing, you should give real-time examples. You should discuss the case studies, whatever it is not there in the book. So you should give more focus on that. So it will become more interesting. So the teacher has become the more knowledgeable. His content also should be the enriched, and the good content should be there, so that the automatically the student will give attention to us.
Okay.
That's what I want to say.
Thank you, sir. Now another question is, can you highlight on project-based learning? How it is possible now in online teaching?
Okay, that is also the good questions. So project-based learning is basically, it is used to solve the complex problems in the society or complex problem of the industry. What picture I have shown, like the pollution is there. The pollution happens because of water pollution, environment solution, or some accident happens, or there is some the traffic congestion problem is there. How such type of the problem can be solved by the student using the technology or that particular knowledge what they have gained in the engineering. So if you give such type of the problems and if you give the student, disciplinary, or it may be among your discipline. So definitely student will think in that direction, and they will apply the knowledge what they have learned. They could able to evaluate, and they will bring the good solution, and the interest will be created among them. So innovative creativity will also come. So you have to find out, the teacher has to, that is find out the problem of the society. He has to find out some complex problem. He has to formulate the problem, and these problems can be given, and sometimes it is required you can take help of the industry, and the teacher can also become the facilitator to solve the problem. So like this, the project based learning can be given. It is not like only the hardware, because there are a lot of software tools are available. Even now it is a unlock situation, you can import some the hardware component, and you can work out on that. It is a possible project based learning, and that is the best, that is a teaching learning approach in outcome based education system.
Yes, sir. Very true. Means I think participants are now getting what is exactly to be done for project-based learning. Now another question is based on OBA. So one participant asked that all these activities of OBA consume most of the time of job of teaching. So when
How?
to teach? And other question is also there. So how effective OBE is in present scenario of higher education in India?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Are you getting me? I am
Yes, sir. Yes.
audible?
Yes, sir. Yes.
See, sir, the teaching is an art. So while delivering only, so you have to teach or inculcate this affective domain as well as the psychomotor domain. So during the practical, definitely this psychomotor domain abilities will come among the student, and this like the affective domain. So that will come through you. You can also invite some the expert session on the value system or the ethics or the professional ethics. So automatically it will come, sir. It is
Okay.
not a problem. So
Okay.
as whole world is adopting this habit of outcome based education, why we not? We have to make our mindset for that.
Okay. So another question asks uh, how to show effectively data of IQ for NRF ranking.
How to?
How to effectively show the data of industry institute interaction for NIRF ranking.
Okay, sir. I am not so much aware about the NIRF ranking, but as I told you, there are the important parameters are there. How your innovative or creativity, your students or you people to solve the problem of the industry. They are giving more focus on that. They are giving focus on your the publication. They are giving more focus on the citation. They are giving more focus on the patents. So they are giving more focus on those apart. If you read it in detail, you will understand.
Okay. Next question is there. Could you highlight on utilization of V labs for practicals, online practicals?
See, the IIT Bombay or IIT Pune have developed a lot of opportunities for the students to this the experiment. Even there are the some costly equipment are made available in the IITs, so you can book your slot and remotely you can operate those experiment. You can take the reading, you can make the precision, you can do the measurement and compare the result. You can make the conclusions. So whatever there are, or for most of the subject, some the experiments are available, and these experiment it can be asked student to perform the experiment, and at the experimentation only. So it is very user friendly. All the instruction like the objectives, then the theory, then the procedure, everything is given on the virtual experiment site or the that virtual that is nodal center. So it is easy. If you go through it, they will come to understand student as well as the faculty member, and it will become used to them, and they will perform it in the better way.
Next question is, as a faculty to excel in which area we have to concentrate more?
As a faculty,
To excel in which area we have to concentrate more? I think he has asked in terms of online teaching.
see, online first you have to make your mindset for online teaching. You have to aware about all the social platform. You have to aware about all the online platforms available. You should able to compare how effectively you can coordinate and make it more comfortable, more interaction with the student. So that there is, as I told, so many tools are available. So just you have to study, compare, and you go on using, automatically will learn which tool is good. Directly we cannot tell. Some tool is very user friendly for me, and it is not user friendly from some others also. It depends how you will tackle the situation. We cannot
Okay,
say only one or the two areas for that.
okay, sir. Okay, thank you very much, sir. Now, so many questions are there. Sir, means we'll try to just address those questions online. The last question I am asking to you. So, one participant has asked, what infrastructure elements shall be required for institutions to deliver online academic delivery?
Okay, for academic online delivery, so definitely the first important thing is about the internet connectivity. That is, a bandwidth is a very important concern. Bandwidth should be made available. Then another important is the resources like the laptop or the computers also should be made available. Then the tools for creation of the e-content, so they also should be made available. Then the institute also should that is purchase the learning management system. So that also the plays a very important role. Learning management system. Then the your video editors are also important. The like the content creation. Then your the bandwidth, some computer resources. So these things and the LMS. So they should give more focus on these things. And also, to make it more effective, if possible, they should make facility available for record or deliver the lecture through the institutes. Because I told you the many concern at home. So institute, you can create that environment. The teacher will feel like a real lecture he is delivering. So that type of the environment is a possible. Because now new technology like virtual reality, augmented realities are coming. So even you can go for those technologies, you can make it more effective and the better.
Thank you very much, sir. So now the last concluding remark from your side, sir. So for this webinar, means we have got tremendous response from national as well as international participants. So we have got near about 1,500 plus registrations for this webinar, as well as we have got participation from international participants at 100 plus. So we have got the participation from Kashmir to Kanyakumari and from Gujarat to you can say West Bengal. So no state is there. We have not got the entry from that state. So what is your concluding remark for this, sir?
Hello? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Can you just conclude means your concluding remarks for this, sir? Means for this tremendous participation we have got for this webinar.
See, as only one sentence I have to, as I want to put 1 minute. As a concluding remarks, the effective or the good teachers are not born, so they can be made. That is only the
Very true.
one remark. And a teacher should work like a guru, or he
Mhm.
should work like a coach. So that's it. So automatically we can do in a better way.
Very truly said, sir. So, thank you very much, all participants, for this tremendous response for this webinar. That is a need of ours nowadays. So, over to you, Ashtami Navale, madam.
Yes, thank you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Bhalke, sir, for such a informative and wonderful session. Now I request Professor N.P. Mawle, sir, to present a vote of thanks.
Okay, so before presenting vote of thanks, I want to just make it one thing clear to all participants that means we will be sharing the feedback link after vote of thanks, and after vote of thanks, we will be taking the photo session, and then after completion of photo session, then we will just give the feedback link in chat box. So kindly be with us for another 2-3 minutes. Thank you very much. So this is Professor Nitin Mavde proposing a vote of thanks for this grand webinar. I, Professor Nitin Mavde, very much thankful to Dr. D.G. Bhalke sir, Professor and Head of the Department's E&TC, AISSMS College of Engineering, Pune, for his time and talk on enhancing quality of education on online teaching through outcome-based education. I am also thankful to Sri Malujari Chhatrapati, Honorary Secretary, AISSM Society, Pune, for Pune and all other management members of AISSM Society, Pune, for their support and motivation. I am also thankful to Dr. D.S. Bormane, sir, Principal AISSMS College of Engineering, Pune, for his motivation, inspiration, and support to organize such a grand webinar. I am thankful to Institution of Engineers India, Kolkata, for sponsoring this webinar. I am also thankful to all principals, head of the departments, faculty members, and national and international participants, and all student participants for attending this webinar patiently. Last but not least, our student organizing committee members, Ms. Malu Swar, Ms. Shreya Gorte, and Rajasri Yalla, and faculty coordinator for anchoring, Professor Vaishnavi Navle Madam, and myself, Professor N.P. Maude, faculty coordinator for this webinar, for nice and smooth coordination to make this webinar grand success. With this word, and with the permission of authorities, uh, I conclude this webinar is over. Thank you all. Stay home, stay safe. Jai Hind. So before leaving, now can I request all the participants to start their video so that we can have the photo session. All participants, please start your video. And then after this photo session, I'm just giving the feedback link in chat box so that you can have your feedback, and after that feedback definitely you will get your e-certificate on the same day, or it may require some time. So kindly bear with us, and just don't get panic. So as so many participants, near about 1500 participants, we have got a response for this webinar. So it may take some time to deliver your e-certificate. So kindly stay with us, as well as don't get panic. So if you have not received your certificate today only. So many windows are there, near about 21 windows are there. So please wait for a 2 minutes. So I'm just taking the snapshot of all the participants, and later on we will share the feedback link. So you are really a nice participant. So you have patiently listened all the things which Dr. D.G. Bhalke sir has explained to everybody, and this, you have cooperated a lot for this webinar. Participant, don't share any screen. Another 1 minute. 70%, 75% task is over. With another 1 minute, please. And after your feedback, for 10 minutes, I am just keeping this meeting on. So if you want to write any feedback or any compliment for Dr. D.G. Bhalke sir and for AISSMS College of Engineering Pune for the better improvement of such type of webinar, so you are always welcome. So you can write in the chat box. So your compliments are highly appreciated. So now my task is over for photo session. Now I am just entering the screen feedback link in the chat box. Please fill the feedback. So I have entered the feedback link in the chat box. Please fill the feedback. So for the YouTube subscriber again, is I have given the feedback link in. I have just entered the feedback link in YouTube chat also. You can just YouTube channel subscriber can just copy and paste that YouTube link, that feedback link from YouTube chat box, and just open a new tab, and you can give your feedback. And if you finish with your feedback, so you are free to write the compliments for Dr. D.G. Bhalke sir, as well as AISSMS College of Engineering, Pune, in the chat box. I will request Malu sir, our student coordinator, to look into the matter of this feedback, whether the feedbacks are available in our drive or not. Please make sure that feedback. This meeting will be again open for another 10 minutes, just to have your feedback, as well as what are the compliments. If you want to write in a chat box, you can write it. Malu sir, please make sure that all the feedbacks are available in our drive.
Yes, so it's available.
And for the information of all the participants, this is not a end of any webinar. So we are continuously working to organize such a nice and grand webinars for all participants. So I'm hoping the participation from all the participants for the next forthcoming webinars also. So we could achieve this just because of your support, all participants. So and thank you very much for your patience listening as well as supporting us in each and every webinar with your participation. And I especially thank uh, Ricardo sir. He's from Mexico for supporting us to percolate our webinar series in Mexico as well as abroad. So thank you very much, Ricardo sir. And again, all the participants from abroad, I'm very much thankful to them for their participation in this webinar. So I know that means this is not a right time for you. So most of the peoples are just seeing this at their night after 1 p.m. So thank you very much all for your support. So if you finish with your feedback as well as your comments in chat box, so you are free to leave this meeting. And definitely means on this YouTube channel as well as on your Telegram channel, means we will update you for the next forthcoming webinars as well as any faculty development program is there or any student related programs are there. And we have got a tremendous response for that solar design course also from all of you. So I am requesting all of you to please circulate that to your students as well as any participants above 14 age, so that they can be aware for that solar technology. And this, this after that solar technology design course, so you can build up your own solar system for your home. So that means whatever the electricity supply is required for your home, so that can be you can say get a solution for that with your solar system. It's because nowadays means we are facing lots of problems for electricity also. So we have to anyway go for the renewable energy. So that course is only 3 hours is required for that course. You have to see the videos and you have to give the quiz for that. So I have already shared with most of the participants. And again means whatever the participants are present today, means I am sharing that on your mail ID. So kindly go through that and try to participate in that and try to forward the entire things to your students, so that your students will also be benefited with the help of that solar technology related course of only 3 hours duration. And I am expecting some of the comments from all the international participants in a chat box. So kindly give another 2-3 minutes to us and please write something. Write your valuable comments in chat box. All the international participants and all the outside state participants. And I already said those who have not received the certificates, so the certificates may be delivered tomorrow or maybe in another next 15 days. So don't get panic. So after 15 days, if you are not receiving your certificate, you can contact me anytime. I will be there. I will provide you a manual certificate, no doubt. Because all these certificates are generated online, so it will take some time because a per day maximum capacity is mentioned on a Google for that certify EM. So Please kindly bear with us. Don't get panic. Anyhow, I will provide the certificate to each and every participant. So all the international participants, please put your valuable remarks in chat box or your valuable feedback in chat box regarding this webinar, so that your feedback matters a lot for us. If something is wrong from our side, you can again highlight that also, so that we can improve ourselves. Yes, Dr. Asif sir, means you will get the certificate, no doubt. Don't get panic. So maybe in another 15 days you will receive your certificate. Thank you, Ravindra Parab sir. You have received the certificate. Congratulations. Poonam madam, you said I didn't get a certificate. I already explained. So as these certificates are generated online, so it will take some time. It will take some days to deliver your certificate, because we have got a tremendous response for this webinar. So already means 1,500 above 1,500 participants have participated for this webinar, and for a Google means only 100 participants uh, certificates can be generated daily. So please bear with us. Don't get panic. We will deliver your certificate to you. Thank you, Sudip Kumar sir. Miss you said miss you are from Nepal. It is very nice and informative webinar. Thank you very much for your comments. So if you are finished with this, miss, you are free to leave this meeting. So I will just keep this meeting on for another 5 minutes, so that all the participants will be. Uh, if somebody is facing some problem, to give their feedback, so they can give, and then I will end this meeting. So again I am entering the feedback link in the chat box. And all of you, miss, I have sent the YouTube channel link to everybody. So I am requesting all to kindly subscribe our YouTube channel, so that means for the next forthcoming webinars you will get an intimation, you will get a notification on that YouTube channel. So kindly subscribe our YouTube channel. So today I have sent a mail to you. In that mail means I have given the this YouTube channel address. So you can just go on our YouTube channel and kindly subscribe our YouTube channel, so that the next forthcoming webinars intimation you will get on that YouTube channel. Thank you very much. So on the behalf of Miss AISSMS College of Engineering, Pune, Department of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering, and Institution of Engineers India, Kolkata, I am thankful to all the participants for your support, as well as motivation and inspiration that gives me uh, to work for 24 by 7 for you, because continuously we are working on organizing such type of webinars since from last 2 months. And up till now, Miss AISSMS College of Engineering Pune has organized near about more than 100 webinars, and still that is not a end. Miss, we are continuously working on that to get to give something to our society. Thank you very much. Mohammed sir, you asked for PPT, and most of the participants are asked for PPT. Means I will just inquire with Dr.D Bhalke sir for regarding whether he is willing to share the PPT or not. If he has shared the PPT to me, so I will be sharing to all the participants. I am again sending that on your email ID if speaker has agreed for that. Thank you very much. Now I am just ending this meeting. So be there with us Miss, for the next forthcoming webinars as well as faculty development programs as well as student development programs. So thank you very much for your patience listening. Thank you. Thank you all.